Chris, I'm going to put you on the microphone here. Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. So why don't you just restate your question?
Well, I've had a blog up, a WordPress blog up for, probably about a year, and I keep getting these user registration notifications. So I'm very excited about that it happens. I'm on my blog right now. I think I'm up to 297. But a lot of these user registrations don't appear like they're real people. They look like they're almost like auto signups, very weird names and the extensions I don't recognize. It almost seems like it's a link building or a spam building. And I guess my question is that possible? Is there systems out there that have been able to figure out how to like auto register onto a WordPress site?
Absolutely. That's what that stuff is, in fact. It's an attempt at spam. And so why do you want people to register for your site?
Well, I guess the original thinking was that I didn't want just anybody to be able to post comments, and I know that you can handle managing the comments before they actually go live on the site. But I think at the beginning what I was thinking was, yeah, let me have them register, because if they register, then they'll be a little bit more held to a higher level if they're posting a comment to a blog posting.
And has that worked for you?
No, not really. I mean, like I said, most of these entities that have subscribed have never posted anything. So, I guess my thinking should change and maybe not make them register, but still moderate the comments. I'm assuming that's possible.
Yeah. So the reason why you're getting the comment is this right here, right? If you're on your general settings, you've got this checked that says that anybody can register.
Right.
Now,
exactly.
I don't have that checked. So nobody can, well, actually you can register for my site if you go through my registration process, that's managed by the membership plugin. But you can't just automatically register for the site. And I have tons of comments. Well, maybe I should just go to the dashboard. I have, 204 comments. And it is always the case. I mean, I have it set up so that if you're going to post, if you post a comment, I have to approve the comment the first time. And then if I approve the comment the first time, then from that point on, your comments can be automatically added. But if I don't like the comment, I can always just delete it.
Right.
Do you
they don't have to register or anything like that. They could just go on the site. They've never been there before, and they could post a comment. It automatically goes into a moderation status, so you still have control over that comment before it actually shows up on your website, and there's no registration involved then.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. And do you use a Kismet?
Yes.
Okay. Because a Kismet will go a very, very long way to, eliminating spam comments, right? I mean, my a Kismet stats, right, it's caught 3,500 spams. So.
Yeah, I got you there. Mine's 3866.
There you go. So all of those apparently odd signups, the only reason I think allows somebody to sign up for your site is if they can do something once they've signed up. And so obviously this is a membership site, so members can get around places. There's lots of the site that's not available if you're not logged in, so you have to be a member in order to get there. But I don't think you need that for moderating comments.
So just by unchecking the anyone can register under the general settings, that takes the site from a registration requirement to a non-registration requirement?
That eliminates the ability to register, and then so that's under general. Then you go under discussion, and you you allow people to post comments on articles, but the comment author's got to give their name and email. You'll let anybody post a comment, but you hold the post, you hold the comment for moderation. And you can either have it set that all comments are always moderated regardless, or you can have it set so that if they've been approved once, they're automatically approved.
Right. Now, going back to the idea about propagating spam, how does that propagate spam if they're registering to my site?
Because some people, if they're set up as a subscriber, can actually fill something out or do something. And so they can actually add content to your site.
Okay, that's not the case with mine, but I can understand how that would be possible.
Well, so if you, for example, if you had a live chat feature, you might on your site. So somebody could come on your site and they could just chat with you. Well, you might require them to be a registered user first in order for them to really be able to do that. Now that changes the content of your site because the chat gets indexed and everything else, but there may be reasons for allowing users to add content to your site besides comments. I don't have any. Well, actually, the forum is an example of that for me also, right? The forum is a place where users can add content. And so I want to be able to acquire users so they can add that content. I just don't want anybody to be able to do it. I want to have a system of, of making that decision. Now, for my free, the thing I use to do that with my free registrations is Aweber, right? Because if it's a spam registration, Aweber sends out that confirmation email. If it's a spam registration, they're not going to respond to it. So it never becomes, they never get subscribed.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have to respond to Aweber's email in order to become a member of the site, even a free member. And so that's what I use to, I figure if somebody will respond to the Aweber email, then they can be a free member on my site.
Right.
And then
so
they can
Aweber is equivalent to like Catcha, is it called?
No, Aweber is my email autoresponder. So if you get an email from me, you've actually gotten it from Aweber.
I see.
MailChimp will do the same thing. I mean, there are lots of email autoresponders out there.
Right.
So.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome, Chris.